Sometimes the fear of failing stops us long before failure ever has the chance to. And what's interesting about that is most of the time we're not actually afraid of the failure itself. Fear of failure isn't really about failure, and most of the times what we're afraid of is the opinions of other people, or judgments, or embarrassment, and even like feeling like you've let yourself down. And actually it just isn't the case. Okay, so failure is actually a part of the growth process. Mindset is everything, and on the other side of fear is faith. Okay, so if you lean in, then amazing things will happen, right? But every skill or habit or achievement, it involves some sort of failure. How boring would it be to pick something up and you're just great at it all of the time? You're just always just great at everything that you try, or everything that you touch, or everything that you do. You know, I think that would be quite boring. Like, where's the fun in that? Like, where's the learning? Where's the growth aspect, you know? But failure is feedback, okay? So it's not proof that you can't do something. It's actually proof that you've tried to do something and that you've honoured yourself. And when we avoid failure, we often avoid growth as well. So let's lean in. How many times have you failed this year? Are you failing? Are you moving? Are you growing? But I believe that not trying is even riskier than trying and failing. Okay, because through that failing process there's so much growth. And really, when you think about it, you know, if there's no losses and there's no challenges, then how are we ever supposed to win? How are we ever supposed to get to the place that we're trying to get to, or achieve the thing that we're trying to achieve, if we stop ourselves from trying because of the fear of failing? What's riskier? Trying something and failing, or not trying said thing in the first place and seeing what could happen? We often think like, what's the worst that can happen? Whereas if we just shift that mindset and shift that perspective and that lens and maybe look at it like, what's the best thing that can happen? It might encourage you to take a few more chances on yourself, take that leap of faith, see what's on the other side of the fear. Because over time, when you stop yourself from doing something because you're afraid of failing, or afraid of the opinions of others, the judgments, embarrassment, you know, then over time that can turn into regret. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live a life full of regrets. So growth requires stepping into things when they feel uncertain, because as we know, there's no growth in comfort zones, right? So in order to step out of that, and in order to grow, we've got to fail. Okay, we're gonna have to fail at some things. Like, I'll give you a real life example right now. So my goal for February was to make sure that I posted one long form content a week on YouTube. And we did that. Do you know what I mean? We overachieved actually, okay? Because we even posted more. I had a mission, I had a goal, and I achieved it. Now, my goal for March, for this month, is to create and get a consistent posting schedule. So I need a consistent posting schedule that works for me, because what I've learned from doing this is that the algorithm rewards patterns. Okay, so I'll be real with you guys, I am on track for a big L. I'm on track for an L, I'm on track for a loss. Like this, I'm still working on my schedule. And also, you know, I've added like another segment in, my Let's Try segments, and I've got loads of ideas and loads of different things. And also I'm still gathering like my data and stuff, right? For like what actually works and what doesn't. However, without this process of trying and failing, then I'm not going to get to where I need to be. I'm not going to have my foundation of a consistent posting schedule if I don't try. And like I said, I'm on track for an hour, man. Like last week, do you know what I mean? I've done my long form and maybe posted a short. Let's Try didn't get posted, and I like to do 2 shorts minimum, like a week. So, you know, but it's all part of the process. It's all learning, it's all growing. Like I just mentioned, like I'm aware now that the algorithm rewards patterns. If I wouldn't have jumped in front of this camera and started doing my little thing because of the fear of whatever my fear was, I wouldn't have learnt this. I still wouldn't know the information that I know now. It's the best time for me to make all my mistakes, make all my errors, fail, learn, understand, take things that I've learned and implement them and grow, right? So yeah, man, like it's all part of the process. It's all part of the growth process. And again, it's mindset. Like, what are you telling yourself? You know, me personally, I'm a behind the scenes kind of girl. Like jumping in front of the camera, I had the biggest fear, guys. Like it would give me heart palpitations. Do you know what I mean? Like I was so afraid of jumping in front of the camera, and I was so afraid of being seen. Now, granted, there's things that have contributed to that fear, right? However, only I can overcome that. Only I can lean into that. Only I can do something about that. So if I didn't, then I would still be in the place where I was thinking, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And probably feeling, yeah, like I was letting myself down by not actioning, right? So yeah, fear of failure. Just remember, on the other side of fear, there is faith. And if you lean into it, you'll achieve great things. And also, you know, like I said, what's the best that can happen? You might try something and realise, actually, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? And I've done that plenty of times. Like I've picked something up and I think, yeah, and I'm all passionate. And then because I've tried it, I now know, oh, okay, actually, no, that's not the thing that I want to do. So yeah, if you failed this year, go you. We're clapping and giving you flowers because you're moving, you're growing, you're developing, you're transforming, and we love that. That's what we're all about, right? There's been a few failures already this year, and thank God, because again, it's made me resilient, it's helped me to grow, it's given me different lenses and perspectives on things, right? So, and I hope that you are taking the lessons with the things that you're trying and maybe not succeeding at first time, because you're human, okay? That's just how we're designed. We're not supposed to be great at everything, you know? But yeah, it's that time. It's food for thought time. And I just want you to remember, okay, that sometimes the biggest failure isn't failing. It's never giving yourself the chance to try. You don't want to do that, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to challenge ourselves this week. Do the thing that you've been hesitant to do and see what happens. Do the thing that like gives you anxiety. Just do it and see what happens. What's the best thing that can happen? And if you want, you can let me know in the comments. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, happy Monday. It's going to be a great week. As you already know, good vibes are on the way, okay? We're sending extra strong good vibes. They're on the way. Let me know when they reach you. And I'll see you in the next one.